Hi guys, welcome back and thanks for joining me for today's video. Today I'm going to be going through a few new beauty launches, beauty news, that kind of thing. There's so many pieces that I have been dying to try out recently and I was planning on applying them or trying them all this morning, so I thought I would do it on camera so I can let you know a few first impressions. I know these videos can sometimes get really long, so I'm going to try and be as brief as possible, and I'm just going to get straight stuck in there with a really fantastic gift with purchase this month. So Harrods do a gift with purchase every May, and this year I think it's my favourite one ever. So it's quite a luxurious one, as you can imagine. You have to spend over £250 in a beauty haul, but if you do this month, then you will be rewarded with this beautiful envelope, and it's full to the brim with amazing luxury products. And this is actually worth £350. So if you are looking to invest in some beauty at the moment, then Harrods is a really good place to do that. So inside there's some lovely products, including a diptyque candle. You've got a Rhodial lip mask, a Kiehl's amino acid shampoo, loads and loads of things. I will leave a link to this down below. I'm actually going to try some of the pieces from this for the first pieces that I applied this morning. So from that gift with purchase, I'm going to be trying the Shiseido Power Infusing Concentrate, and this is a serum. So what I really love about these gifts with purchase is that you get little travel minis, and they're just so good for obviously putting in your travel bag, but also it's a really nice way of trying brands that you may not have tried before. I've tried a few things from Shiseido, but not this particular serum. It's got a really lovely scent to it. So if you are looking to invest in some higher end products, then mini sizes like this is a really great way to introduce you to them. This has sunk in pretty much straight away. I think this is a good one for fine lines and wrinkles, helps the skin defend itself from environmental stresses, and for me living in London that's really important, and apparently makes your wrinkles less noticeable, so I'm all up for that. Another mini that comes in the Harrods gift with purchase is this tiny little by Terry Balm de Rose. You guys know how much I love this, and I always apply it just before putting on my makeup, just to make sure my lips are lovely and moisturised before lipstick later on. It's a really good way to prepare the lips. This is a different colour to the one that I've currently got, so a nice new one to try. Sorry about the lighting changes, by the way. I'm filming in natural daylight, and it's that day when it's 26 degrees outside, so if I look a little bit hot and flustered, that's because I am. So with my lips nicely moisturised, next I'm going to move on to eye cream. This is a new one from Bare Minerals. It's called their Skin Longevity Vital Power Eye Gel Cream, powered by Long Life Herb with California Poppy and Lempuyang, I hope I said that right, ginger extracts. So let's give this a go. I think they said that this one is good for kind of freezing any aging effects on your eyes. I have been a big fan of all the Bare Minerals skincare I've tried so far. I've tried their serums, their cleansers. This is really lightweight. Hopefully it will act against the puffiness on my eyes as well. Feels really refreshing, which is definitely something I need on a day like today. So I'm going to give that a few seconds to sink in. And then for my moisturiser, another new launch. This one is from Burt's Bees, who finally have brought their skincare to the UK. This is their Daily Moisturising Cream, and it's perfect for sensitive skin. It's fragrance-free, allergy-tested, proven to moisturise sensitive skin without causing redness or irritation. Sounds good, especially when, you know, we all have those days or weeks when just anything can irritate your skin. So I feel like this is going to be a really good one to reach for on those kind of days. I'm not going to put too much on my hand because I don't know how blendable this is. Once again, really lightweight formula. This feels feather light on my skin. Hopefully it'll sink in quite quickly. Wow, and this is actually 99% natural ingredients, and of course it's against animal testing. It's all recyclable material, so a really lovely one from Burt's Bees. I'm a big fan of the brand, so looking forward to having this in my daily routine. So while my moisturiser sinks in, I'll just briefly let you know about a new flavour of the Liz Cleanse and Polish, which, as you guys know, is an absolute favourite of mine. I spoke about it in a very recent skincare routine video, which I will leave linked down below. It's my current skincare routine, evening and morning. But there is now a grapefruit and patchouli fragrance, which I believe is going to be limited edition. But as you can imagine, it smells absolutely heavenly. So if, like me, you are a cleanse and polish fan, then it's really lovely to try out this new fragrance. I'm sure you guys will love it as much as I do. Really nice packaging as well, very fresh and floral. So next I'm going to prime my skin. This is the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer, which is the Radiance version. This also came in my Harrods gift with purchase, so not only am I getting to try new things, but also getting some travel sizes of things that I already know and love. So this one is slightly tinted, it's a little bit pale for me, so I'm definitely going to need foundation on top, but if you're having a really good skin day, then potentially you could just use this and then maybe some brows and mascara and you'd be done. And now I'm going to apply some foundation. This is a really exciting new launch from the new collection from Marc Jacobs Beauty. This is their full coverage foundation and it actually promises, oh my goodness, look how cool that is. I think you have to twist it. Is it going to be a pipette? Yes. Oh wow, that's a little bit gloopy. I think you've got to shake that. So this is part of quite a big new collection. I was also very kindly sent a massive bronzer, a bronzing brush, and also a coconut primer. But I'm just going to try this one for today. So I've given that a good shake, but that consistency feels really lovely. And then just dotting that on my face. Feels very light considering it's going to be a full coverage foundation. So we'll see. And then I'm going to blend it in with a new beauty blender. This is from their summer neon collection. You can also get like a neon green and a neon yellow. Okay, I can already see that this is full coverage. It really is. Pretty good color match for me. It probably looks a little bit dark in the camera, but this is the color that I want my face to be. I think this is the color beige. I have got a massive spot there, as I'm sure you guys already noticed, and this has completely covered it. So if you're having a bad skin day, then this is potentially a very good one to try. I've got to say I am very impressed with this consistency and formula. There goes the sun. Yeah, it has given the most amazing full coverage, but I don't feel cakey. I think potentially if you have dry skin, you're going to want to put on a really hydrating moisturizer before this, but my skin's quite bad at the moment, and you know, sometimes when you've got bad skin, no foundation will ever look good, but I feel like this has given my skin, like it's kept a lot of its radiance, but has also covered my spots, so that's fantastic. I'm going to set this down with some translucent powder. I'm not sure if it needs it because it does promise 24-hour wear, but because it's roasting outside, I feel like I'm going to need it. This is the Bye Bye Pores translucent powder from IT Cosmetics, which is finally now available in stores here in the UK. You can get it from Selfridges. And this is a product that I have tried before and really, really like. It comes a little puffy, what do you call this? I just call it a puff. It's a really lightweight powder developed with dermatologists, really good for the skin. It's mineral based, so it's not going to cake up your complexion, but hopefully this will just mattify and set the base. I could have applied an under eye brightening concealer as well, but I don't actually have any in my new in selection, so just going to leave the under eye area as it is. I've also got the IT Cosmetics Brow Power. I have again used this before, really, really like it. It's got a spoolie on one end and then the pencil in the other end. So it's a great little multitasker. I find that it lasts a long time, it has good colour payoff. Sometimes when I use roll-up brow things like this and they're a little bit waxy like this one is, sometimes the colour just doesn't really take to my skin, whereas this one really does. I'm trying not to make my brows too dark at the moment because, as you can see, my hair is rather bright, so just trying to keep it fairly natural using really light strokes. So I'm keeping the brows really natural. As you guys know, I like to keep most of my makeup fairly natural looking, and so next I'm going to use some of the powders within the new Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look in a Palette 5-Minute Face on the Go. So these are slightly different colours to the previous palette, which I absolutely adore. Really good for taking travelling with you. It's just so nifty. You've got all of these very usable shades: cheek, I'm guessing that's probably a contour, face bronzing, highlighting, blusher, and then 3 eye shades. If you guys know my usual makeup style, you'll know that these are very much my shades, so it means you can just take the one palette with you. It's got this ginormous mirror in the lid as well, so that's actually much better than the mirror I was just using. I'm going to apply a couple of these eyeshadows, but I do have another palette that I want to share with you as well. So I'm just going to take the lighter one and take that actually all the way up to the brow bone, use it almost as a brow highlighter. I can tell already I'm going to get so much use out of this palette in the summer. So this one is actually out already. You can buy this one now. Links to everything, as always, will be down in the description box. Two other palettes that I've been loving recently are both from Zoeva. I went to a breakfast the other day with Zoe herself and it was absolutely amazing to meet her. I've always been a fan of Zoeva palettes, Zoeva brushes, as you guys know. So two palettes that I really love at the moment. The first one is this rose golden one. These are a lot warmer tones, a little bit autumnal. You could definitely wear these from like the height of summer through to autumn. You've got golds, you've got kind of terracotta, and these are all metallic. And then this palette I actually haven't used yet is the Basic Moment eyeshadow palette. These are a mixture of matte and metallic, and just pretty much if you love basic eyeshadows like I do, then this is your dream palette. You've got from grey to like a taupe colour to a beige, just absolutely beautiful colours that I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of. I think I'm going to apply this one New Era. I know I'm not pushing the boat out at all, but I'm not a makeup artist, I know what I like, so that's what we're going to go for. Just going to put this all over the lid as a base colour, using my Zoeva Rose Golden brush, of course. Another eye product that I'm really intrigued by is this one. It's from Bobbi Brown and it's called an eye gloss. Now, I have always kind of wondered how models sometimes get that like gloss effect on their eyes. I've never heard of an eye gloss before. I don't think I can apply this now because I have put a powder on already. But this colour is absolutely beautiful, a gorgeous pink shade. So I'm definitely going to give this a try, so keep an eye on my Instagram stories for first impressions of this, because it could be a really cool look, amazing for summer. But what I'm going to apply next is mascara. I've got a brand new one from Maybelline that's literally arrived in the post this morning. This is the Colossal Big Shot Volume Express Mascara, and this kind of makes me laugh because I think brands are running out of big words like colossal, big shot. These mascaras are always like volume, exaggerate, you know, they're always just big words. But are the mascaras that different? Would someone be able to be like, oh, you're wearing Colossal Big Shot? I don't know. But let's see how this one works. It's this gorgeous, like bright yellowy gold packaging. It kind of reminds me of Ibiza, very, you know, clubby. And the bristles on the brush look really good. So I'm optimistic about this one. Let's see if I can get some big colossal lashes. I've not curled my lashes. Normally a sign of a really good mascara if it can make my lashes look good without using a curler. Okay, I have to say, so far I am impressed. My lashes seem to be separating really nicely. It's an intense black shade. It's added a little bit of length, but a significant amount of volume. After a few coats, that's looking really good. So, first impressions, pretty darn good, especially, as I said, without lash curlers. So I've applied 2 coats now. It did go a teeny bit clumpy on this eye, but maybe I didn't leave it long enough for the first coat to dry. But I'm really impressed. I think if you are blessed with naturally good lashes, then this is going to be absolutely incredible for you. They are pretty big, pretty colossal. They do look a little bit kind of false lashish, and considering I don't have any eyeliner on, I'm really impressed with how it's made my eyes look a lot wider, a lot brighter. So yes, I'm sorry I kind of mocked this to begin with because I am actually very impressed. So I'm going to apply some bronzer next, and you guys know how much I love the Hourglass, Ambient Light Bronzer. Well, I'm pleased to reveal that it now comes in 2 new shades. So if you thought that you'd already fallen in love with it as much as possible, then think again, because this, by the looks of it, is a little bit more ashy, a little bit more natural. If you found the old one a bit orange, personally I loved it. Wouldn't have a negative thing to say about it, but I'm intrigued to try this one. It's also so nice having a new one because, as you know, I've been using my previous one for the past like 2 years, maybe a year and a half, and it's very battered. It's only just hit pan, so this feels heavenly, trying a new one. I think for my skin, this more ashy shade could be a really lovely change for me. Doesn't seem to be having quite as much colour payoff as the old one, but maybe that's a good thing because I don't want to look like an Oompa Loompa. This one is called Nude Bronze Light, so really good if you do want a more natural finish for your bronzer. I think that this will be one that I reach for on an everyday basis. I'm really liking how it looks so far. I just use it to give my face a little bit of definition, a little bit of colour, and I think if you're a blonde, then this is potentially a really good shade for you. So I'm so happy to have a new Ambient Light bronzer in my collection. And then I'm reaching for this Bronze Goddess Summer Look palette. This is from Estee Lauder, their Bronze Goddess Summer 2017 collection, and this is kind of along the same lines as the Charlotte Tilbury palette I showed you earlier. Lots of very usable products in one palette, an amazing big mirror in the lid, beautiful packaging. I'm going to try this blusher, quite powdery, but I think it's going to be a gorgeous shade. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I'm just using a Sigma Duo Fiber powder brush. I actually underestimated how strong this colour was going to be, but this is my first time using it, and that is a gorgeous colour. I hope this is coming up nicely on camera, because that is a beautiful blush shade. You've also got two eyeshadow shades, and then this kind of aquamarine, really bright, vivid turquoise, which runs through the collection. It's also on the lid of the new Bronze Goddess shimmer oil, which I just adore. I'm still using up my one from last year, but blush-wise, I think that could be a new favourite. It's got a tiny bit of shimmer. Ooh, I really like this. This could be, yeah, definitely a new favourite blush. And then we have some new highlight powders, and I think some of these are highlight blushes from Chatty. They came in a really lovely little blogger mail send out. I haven't actually taken them out of the packaging yet, but individually they are marbled, a little bit like Hourglass. So I'm actually going to pop a little bit of this on top of what I already have on my cheeks, just to see if it, wow, that is pretty intense. Very good colour payoff, in fact a little bit too much, and they do have a bit of shimmer in them, so a really lovely highlight blush. This is probably one of the darkest. It's more of a purpley shade. This one's called Baby Doll. Really love the packaging. You've got these little stars, you've got a mirror in the lid, very luxurious packaging, and 5 new shades of the highlighting blushes. I think these will be a big hit this summer. So next I'm going to apply my signature matte lip. This is a new one for me. It's the Meet Matte Hues Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick from the Balm Cosmetics. We all know the Mary Luminizer, but I'm yet to try any other products from them. So let's give this a go. Apologies to any regular viewers. I'm really not pushing the boat out here, but you know, this is the look that I love. So colour-wise, this is really nice. It smells like After Eights, you know, the chocolates, making my mouth water. And it's kind of tingly as well. Colour-wise, it's a little bit darker than what I would normally go for at this time of year, but I really like how that feels on my lips, really creamy, and yeah, it's a very nice kind of natural everyday makeup. I hope it is long lasting, because this is the kind of colour that I do want my lips to be, kind of all day, every day when I'm out at meetings, things like that, so hopefully it does last a long time. So I think that's the last makeup product I wanted to apply. What I'm going to do is finish with a very beautiful new launch from Shiseido. So this is what the blogger mail looks like, and then inside I have 7 illuminating powders, and these are just the most beautiful powders I think I've ever seen. These are very limited edition. I feel very lucky to have them, and they are almost like fabric boxes. They look like engagement ring boxes, not gonna lie, but I think that's probably just the press edition, I'm not too sure. But the main ones will come in this little compact. You've got the brush in here, and then the powder underneath. So this is a combination of these powders. Let me show you what they look like. So individual little boxes, drop the lid, the loose powders inside. I'm gonna take my brush and swirl it across all of them. A fan brush would be good for this. So as it's illuminating, I'm just gonna pop it on the cheekbones. You could choose an individual powder for color correcting, but for me, I think just a wash across all of them is really beautiful. That is so pretty. Hopefully the camera is picking that up, but it's just a very subtle, very feminine glow, I would say. I do also really want to try this. It's the new Chubby Plump and Shine Liquid Lip Plumping Gloss from Clinique. I'm not sure I should put it over the top of a matte lipstick though, so I'm going to leave it for now. But once again, keep an eye on my Instagram stories, because I will be trying that out very soon, probably tomorrow morning. I wanted to also mention a new launch that I have been loving this month. These are from Sally Hansen. It's the new Colour Therapy range. They're made with arganols. They're very nourishing, very conditioning for your nails. I love the colour range. I picked up this one, and there's also a pink one on the sofa, but it's too far away for me to reach it, but I'll put an overlay clip here. So yeah, because they've got argan oil, I've been using these between gel manicures. So I love to have shellac on my nails because it's just very long lasting, I don't need to worry about it. But of course your nails do need a break sometimes, and it's nice to really nourish them. This is a cuticle oil, and there's also a nourishing base coat and top coat. In fact, what's this one? I think this is the base coat. And this colour, I got so many questions when I wore this a couple of weeks ago. This is the shade 200 Powder Room. It's just the most beautiful powder pink, pearly, metallic colour, so gorgeous. And also when my shellac is coming towards the end of its life, it's getting a little bit chipped, I've just been putting layers of this over the top. I don't really get the nourishing benefits, but it's a very opaque colour, so it really does give the nails just the most beautiful colour. I've been a big fan of this. I know my mum is too. She keeps pinching them from me. Really lovely new nail launch range from Sally Hansen. There's a new range of lashes out from Allure. This is their Enchanted range. You guys know how much I love Allure lashes. These ones, Camellia, I think are going to be really popular. They are half lashes, so really good for just popping on the tips if you want something a little bit more subtle. I also really like Lily. I think I'm going to wear these next time I have an evening out, or maybe even on Bank Holiday Monday. I'm going out with friends, maybe I'll wear them then. But yeah, beautiful new collection from Allure. A couple of hair products I'm really excited to try. This is from Aveda, it's the Pramasana range. It's basically purifying care for your scalp. So a lot of us don't really realise that when we have hair problems, it's actually originating from problems with the scalp instead of with our actual hair particles. Oh my goodness. Dickens has just rolled onto his back and he's snoring, and it is so cute. I don't know if I can control myself. I need to go and kiss him. But yeah, this you put directly onto your scalp. You can also get a kind of massaging hairbrush to go with it that really just massages it further into your scalp, and it really cleanses the skin on your head as well as exfoliating. So if you do have any dandruff or dry skin, or generally just want to get rid of product buildup, then this sounds like a really good product for that. Very excited to try that out. And another new launch which I'm excited to try is the Fusion range from Wella. This is specifically designed for repairing your hair, intense repair shampoo and conditioner, but mainly very shallow. I love it because it's rose gold packaging. So thank you, Wella. I'm excited to give these a try. I'll keep you guys updated on how they work for my hair. For the night time, I have a new sleeping mask or night cream from Decléor. It's part of their Hydrofloral range, which I've spoken about before on this channel. I love the fragrance. It just takes me back to spas and pampering. So very much looking forward to this. It's the Skin Perfecting Hydrating Sleeping Mask, and one of the ingredients is neroli, which is one of my all-time favorite fragrances. I always think it smells so high-end and luxurious, probably because of Tom Ford. It says it's perfecting for the skin overnight, so looking forward to giving this a try. That's out now, available from Harrods, I do believe, and a few others. Last two things, this is a new launch from Ferrero. So previously I've only tried their cleansing, I don't know if you call it a cleansing brush, that little vibrating strange item, but this is a blue light acne treatment. They've kindly sent me the pink one, and apparently blue light just gets beneath the surface of the skin and helps to root out any causes of acne. So I'm probably going to try it on my blemishes, which are now thankfully covered by the Marc Jacobs foundation. It says rapidly and gently clears acne blemishes, helps prevent future breakouts. I get breakouts on my jaw so much, so I'm going to give this a try on that area. This sounds like a really good way of treating your skin at home, so I'm definitely going to give this a thorough test out, but I did want to draw your attention to it in today's video. And finally, I wanted to mention the new fragrance from Viktor & Rolf. Viktor & Rolf is probably my favourite fragrance house because Flower Bomb is my favourite fragrance of all time. It just brings back so many memories. I feel like it was my fragrance in school. You know, if anyone smelled it, it'd be like, oh, it's Josie's perfume. And I still wear it every single time I have like a special occasion. Love it. So I was very excited to try out their new fragrances. They come beautifully presented. This is available in Harrods exclusively for a little while, and then it's going to be available elsewhere. Beautiful packaging, and then inside, as you may be able to guess, this is a lot more luxurious, a lot more expensive than Flower Bomb. So I have gone for Sparkling Secret. There are a few more in the range. All of them do smell very high-end, very luxurious. This one I would say is quite a light floral. It feels very fresh, very much the kind of thing that I want to wear on days like today when it's really warm, but I still, oh my goodness, want to smell amazing. But at the same time, it's very warming. I feel like there might be some woody notes in this. But this, I sprayed this when I went to the fabulous dinner event that they had, and I was getting compliments on how I smelled for days afterwards. So I can guarantee the amount that I just sprayed is actually way too much. This is a very strong fragrance, so while it may be a little bit more on the pricey side, you're definitely going to get a lot of fragrance from just one spritz. So potentially one to really put on your wish list for those special occasions. It's nothing like Flower Bomb. It's really a lot more mature. It smells a lot more luxurious. It smells like a designer perfume. Not that Flower Bomb doesn't, but this just smells totally different. And I love it in different ways to how I love Flower Bomb. But yeah, I think that I'll be getting a lot more compliments on this. It smells, the whole room now smells absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, very excited to add this to my fragrance wardrobe, and it's definitely going to be one that I'll be reaching for on special occasions. Okay, so that is everything that I want to chat to you about today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this mini get ready with me testing and new beauty products launches, etc, etc. If you guys have discovered anything new this month, then please let me know down in the comments below, because as you know, I just love finding out about other new beauty launches. Also let me know in the comments which of these you are most excited to try. I'd love to know what kind of things you're excited about. If you enjoyed this video, then please do give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, then I'd love it if you would subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And that's all from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.